well from the three-point arc. So, I mean, we've got to give and take a little bit. We've got to base it off of numbers, and right now the numbers aren't going well for us when they're not shooting well against other teams. They're shooting extremely well against us. So we're going to have to somehow figure out what we need to do differently. We're changing a few things up on the defensive end to see if that can help us. But, for 3 quarters defensively, we were where we wanted to be. I mean, we're only giving up 51, 52 points a game. We're scoring around 61, 62, and that should be enough to beat teams on a regular basis. But, over the last few games with, Lawrence North, with Snyder, who we struggled with, and with Northrop, those teams, we're going to have to figure out ways of improving, especially in that fourth quarter, to win these games.
Coach Chris Johnson joins me here in the pregame show. You've had over a week to prepare for the game today. Coming off of a tough loss, do you think it's beneficial to have that much time off in between games?
Well, I think it's good to try to learn with what we need to do, what we need to improve upon. I think our kids had a good week of practice. I mean, their spirits are high. I mean, they work hard each and every day. We got great young men. They want to be successful. They are successful. I mean, I'm taking nothing away from this year. I mean, we've been unfortunate with the flu bug, injury bug, but so are other teams. And now we just have to be able to step up and be able to get those, tweak those things to get ourselves better. But when there's no stability, it's awful tough. We've probably had more starting lineup changes this year than I have in the 21 years of being here as a head coach. So that stability is not there, but we have to figure out a way to get kids where they need to be. And right now, I thought it was a good week of practice to where we're able to get some of our sets in. But when you don't have your point guard that's usually in that spot, we have to try to figure out what we can do to put ourselves in the right position to be successful.
You mentioned you've been without your point guard, Zach Kruger. He's been out of the lineup for some time with a back injury. You can give an update on his status?
Well, from what I heard, we're going to try to start easing him in starting Monday. Get himself back into shape, get himself to where he's getting up and down a little bit. I'm sure we're not going to be doing any banging with him. But I know that, I've got a lot of faith in Kendra and Matt and doing what they need to do, or athletic trainers to get him healthy and ready to go. But right now, if I was a betting man, I would say that, the next time we would see him is probably versus Carroll.
Once again, I'm joined by Coach Chris Johnson here in the pregame show. Looking at today's opponent, you play Indy area team Hamilton Southeastern. What do you know about this year's Royals team?
Well, they're good. They've won 8 in a row. They had a rocky start at the beginning of the year, but they're getting a lot better. They got a 7'2" young man in the post that, we better be ready to, push him out away from that basket because, 7'2" is 7'2". I mean, he could probably turn and stand and dunk the ball if we allow him near the basket area. So we know we have our work cut out for us. They've got shooters on the outside. They got a very good point guard. They got some slashers. So, I mean, they've got everything that is needed to be a successful team. But from my end of it, I think we do also. And it's just a matter of being able to put it all together, being able to make some shots. We're struggling from the outside in games for some reason and making shots. We're just not consistent, and that's something that we need to improve upon, and from the coaching staff to try to figure out ways where we can get ourselves better.
You mentioned 7'2" Cleveland State commit Mabor Majak. You've played against some elite players this year, but none nearly as tall as that. How do you game plan for someone taller than anyone else you've seen?
Well, we got to push him away from the basket. It's nothing different. We've seen a lot of good players, a lot of good teams this year, with a lot of players that were able to get to the basket, whether it's by slashing or the big guys with that physicality like we're going to see today in the 7'2" kid. So we understand we're going to have to push him away from the basket, get low, make sure that he's not around that basket elbow or going from corner to corner. We're going from block to block, I should say. So we're going to have to push him out to where we're making him shoot 15-foot jump shots rather than layups. But, I thought, again, our kids had a good week of practice. It's tough to simulate 7'2", but we tried the best we possibly could to get people in there, to get Alec to understand the type of size he's going to be facing today.
Finally, Coach, can we get a few keys to a Homestead Spartan victory?
Well, we've got to make shots, and if we make shots and be able to stretch them out a little bit, we're going to be in any game. A big part of our game is to make threes, so we're going to have to shoot the ball a lot better. Defensively, keep them out of the basket area, keep them out of the paint area, make them take jump shots, and hopefully their shots aren't falling.
All right, Coach, thanks and good luck. We'll be back with more of the Homestead basketball pregame show leading up to tip-off of today's game. It's Homestead and Hamilton Southeastern right here on your Spartan sports source, the Point 91 FM.
Marco's Pizza, located at 10345 Illinois Road inside the shops of Scott Road. Marco's specializes in pizza, cheesy bread, subs, salads, and many other menu items. You can place an order for delivery or carry out by calling 625-6800. That number once again is 625-6800. You can also order online at marcos.com. Thank you, Marcos, for supporting the Point 91 FM and being a proud sponsor of Homestead High School athletics coverage on our station.
And now let's head back out to the gymnasium for more Homestead Spartan boys basketball right here on the Point 91 FM.
Welcome back live to Homestead for this matchup between the Homestead Spartans and Hamilton Southeastern Royals. I'm Donnie Harmon alongside Braden Carroll, continuing on here in this Casa Restaurante pregame show. Braden, looking at HSE, a player to watch will be 7'2", Mabor Majak.
Oh yeah, he is a beast of a man. 7'2" senior, averaging near 11 points per game, 10 rebounds per game, and 3 blocks per game. I mean, that is almost 3 times the amount that anybody else is putting up for this Hamilton Southeastern squad. He is just a machine right now. I mean, he is a powerful player in the paint. It's going to be really tough for Homestead, even with their height, to get through Mabor. He is just an incredibly dominant player. He's the reason that this Hamilton Southeastern squad has such a powerful defense, because you cannot score inside with him in the paint.
And this HSE team started off the season a little shaky, lost some games they probably shouldn't, but they have now won 8 straight games. This is a very good team Homestead's going to play tonight.
Yeah.
This afternoon, rather.
Yeah, like you said, I mean, they started off just really slow, had a start of 3-4, but they're on an 8-game winning streak now, with their last loss being December 30th. At Lawrence Central, it was 76-64. They have really bounced back from what was a slow start and become an incredibly dominant team that Homestead's going to have trouble battling tonight. Homestead's a great team. I mean, Luke Goody is a great shooter. Everybody on this squad can do numbers on teams in the state, but Hamilton Southeastern, really tough program. It's going to challenge the Spartans today.
Looking at starting lineups now for Homestead, Jake Archibald back. He was sick for the game against Northrop. The senior guard, team's top defender in the backcourt. Also in the backcourt, it'll be Luke Goody, the junior, 6'6", holds offers from teams such as Louisville, Michigan State. 17.5 points per game, about 7 rebounds. Leading the team in assists out of all the active players. A player to watch in this game also on the wing, Grant Simmons, 10 points per game, the 6'4" junior. And then down low, you'll have the 6'5" sophomore Andrew Leeper, who has been playing excellent since he's entered the rotation, averaging now 6 points per game. Scored 23 against Northside a few games back. And Alec Rinsfelder down low, the 6'4" senior, 11.5 points per game, 6.5 boards. A player to watch. Looking at Hamilton Southeastern in the backcourt, their 2 leading scorers at the point guard. And it'll be the 6'3" junior guard, Vinny Bucia. Leads the team with 12 points per game, just under 5 assists. Also in the backcourt, 6'4" senior Cole Hornbuckle. Second on the team, 11.4 points per game, 4.5 rebounds. Then at the forward, you'll have the 6'3" sophomore Sam Jacobs, averages about 5 points per game. And at power forward, the 6'4" senior DeAndre Rhodes, averages about 6.5 points per game, 3.3 rebounds. A football standout as well at wide receiver for Hamilton Southeastern. And then down low, Mabor Majak, 7'2", 10.9 points per game, 10.4 rebounds, 3.2 blocks. And he's much improved from a year ago. The Cleveland State commit only averaged about 8 points, under 6 rebounds a year ago, and about a block a game. So he's someone who's really stepped his game up this year.
Yeah, I mean, he has finally figured out where he needs to be utilized, which is inside the paint. He's really working the glass incredibly this season, averaging a double-double. I mean, he's just using the frame that he was given, and he is lights out for this Hamilton Southeastern team, shooting 64% from inside I mean, he's just a great player, and it's going to be really tough for Homestead to contain him today.
And we know for Homestead, Luke Goody, their top player, who's someone else that's going to have a big game for the Spartans today.
Well, Andrew Lieber is going to have to continue his dominance in recent games if this Homestead team wants to contend against Southeastern today. We're facing a tough team, and Andrew Lieber has come out against other tough teams around the area and really shown up. I mean, it's almost like Lynn Sanity in Andrew Lieber form. I mean, he's really just stepping up as roles are opening through injuries and making a huge impact, and he's going to have to do the same thing tonight.
And for Homestead, we know they have to slow down Majak inside, but Hamilton Southeastern, some very strong guards as well, and Hornbuckle and Busia.
Yeah, Hornbuckle is having a great season right now, averaging 11.4 points per game on 50% shooting. And Busia, I mean, he's with 12.1 points per game. Really, all of the stars in this Hamilton Southeastern team rely on scoring. And, I mean, those two guards, they can make a huge impact. Both great three-point shooters above 30% each. This backcourt from the Royals can do numbers on defenses, and we know Homestead has trouble guarding the perimeter. And, well, they're going to need to guard it incredibly well tonight against Hornbuckle and Busia.
Right now for Homestead, they did lose their last game against Northrop. That makes it very difficult for them to win the conference now. They're going to have to probably have Lures beat Snyder and then have Lures lose somewhere, which is unlikely. So for Homestead, right now, the goal has to be just improving for the postseason, getting healthy. You want to have Zach Kruger back.
Yeah, I mean, they're 2.5 games behind in the SAC right now with Snyder at 6-1. It'll be a tough way to get into first place. So they really do need to just focus on getting their stars from injury recovery, such as Kruger, and focus on the playoffs. I mean, because the playoffs have really been where Homestead has been lacking in recent years since they won the championship. After that, they went to the regional final but lost, and since then it's been a tough stretch in the playoffs for the Spartans. If they focus on the postseason after today, they could definitely do some damage in the playoffs and make a deep run.
This Homestead team built for success this year. What are going to be some keys for the game today?
Well, the key is definitely going to be to stop my boy Majak. I mean, he is a very dominant player in the paint. They're going to have to find a way to score outside of the inside. I mean, it's definitely going to be tough shooting night for the Spartans, especially considering that really Hamilton Southeastern relies on their defense to win ball games. And the Homestead, well, they rely on their offense as their defense is a little lackluster right now. All they have to do is just find a way to score, whether it be mid-range or around the arc, and they will have a chance to win this one against the Royals.
We're going to take one last break, but be back for tip-off. Stay tuned. You're listening to the Point 91 FM.
Homestead Athletic coverage on the Point 91 FM is brought to you by
Arby's at Coventry, located at 5755 Falls Drive across from Zesto's. Arby's is more than roast beef with turkey, ham, brisket, bacon, chicken tenders. Arby's has the meats. Arby's at Coventry is open for breakfast at 6 a.m. all the way to midnight. To find more information, find Arby's on social media and online at arbys.com.
Casa Italian Restaurants, family owned and operated since 1977, with 4 Fort Wayne locations: West Jefferson Boulevard, DuPont Road, Parnell Avenue, and Stellhorn Road. Featuring the Casa Bro salad, wood-burning brick oven pizzas, and over 30 pasta selections. Dine-in or carry-out available, or let Casa cater your next special occasion. Find more information at CasaRestaurants.com or by following Casa on Facebook and Twitter. Casa Italian Restaurants, a proud sponsor of WCYT Sports broadcasts.
Marco's Pizza, located at 10345 Illinois Road, inside the shops of Scott Road. Marco's specializes in pizza, cheesy bread, subs, salads, and many other menu items. You can place an order for delivery or carry out by calling 625-6800. That number once again is 625-6800. You can also order online at marcos.com. Thank you, Marcos, for supporting the Point 91 FM and being a proud sponsor of Homestead High School athletics coverage on our station.
Moe's Southwest Grill, located at 6739 West Jefferson Boulevard next to Dunkin' Donuts Baskin Robbins. You can contact Moe's by dialing 969 Moe's, or for catering, that number is 969 Eats. Moe's specializes in Southwestern food like burritos, tacos, and nachos with no microwaves or freezers. You can contact Moe's online at moe's.com. Thank you, Mose, for supporting the Point 91 FM and being a proud sponsor of Homestead High School athletics coverage on our station.
And now, let's head back out to the gymnasium for more Homestead Spartan boys basketball, right here on the Point 91 FM.
Welcome back to Homestead High School for today's game between the Homestead Spartans and the Hamilton Southeastern Royals. I'm Donnie Harmon alongside Braden Carroll, finishing up with the pregame show as we are about to get set for tip-off. Braden, any last thoughts?
I mean, it's definitely going to be a tough one for the Spartans. They've had some tough shooting nights, especially what they had against Northrop. They're going to have to shoot better tonight against today against a really tough Hamilton Southeastern defense. I mean, Homestead, they are right now on a tough losing stretch, their second 2-game losing streak of the season, with their first coming earlier to Snyder and North Central. I mean, they're going to have to bounce back tonight if they want the rest of the season to go their way. It's going to be a tough one in order to make sure that they can get back on the winning side of the season, but they're going to have to do it.
Hamilton Southeastern, not the best three-point shooting team, but they have some players that can really score the ball inside.
Yeah, I mean, especially my boy Jack. I mean, of course he's going to score inside. When you're 7'2", you can pretty much get any second chance points that you can imagine. That's what you see with 11 points per game. And the guards can shoot well, at least from the perimeter. I mean, Hornbuckle, he gets 11.4, and Bukia gets 12.1. But they really do focus on the mid-range and inside the paint. That's where this team shines with the incredible verticality that they have, and they're going to utilize it today.
Homestead, Hamilton Southeastern, two teams very capable of going on a run in this tournament. Homestead, the third Indy area team they've played this year. They lost the first 2 games, had a bit of a bad performance against North Central on the road, lost that one by 12. Had a hard-fought loss against Lawrence North, who was ranked #1 in the state at the time. Now Bloomington South, the top dogs in Indiana, but Homestead, it'll be big if they can just get one of the wins against their 3 Indy teams.
Yeah, I mean, they've had some tough competition this season. There's a reason why they have the worst winning percentage since the 08-09 season. It's because they've faced incredibly tough teams from the Indy area. I mean, right now they're at 64.7% winning percentage. It's just been a tough one for the Spartans. This will be another incredibly tough game as they play the Royals, but it could be one that they could win and gain some huge momentum for the season.
We're set for tip-off. Grinsfelder, Majak to tip. I think I know who's going to win this one, as Majak has 10 inches on Grinsfelder, and he wins the tip as Hornbuckle gets it in the backcourt for the Royals across the timeline now. Hamilton Southeastern, the first possession. Bucio, right wing. Cross court to Jacobs now left side. Dribbles around between the circles. Gets it over to Bucia on the right wing. Cross court over to Hornbuckle left wing. Dribbling around now. Bucia at the logo. Gives it back up to Hornbuckle. Guarded by Simmons. Homestead showing a bit of a zone. Rhodes at the logo. Over to Jacobs. Right corner. Bucia down low. Majak on the right block. Guarded by Grinsfelder. Gets it knocked loose. Jacobs recovers at the logo, lobs it inside to Rhodes. It's deflected, gets it back out to Hornbuckle now. Bucia top, dribbles into the paint. His pass inside, deflected out of bounds by Goody. It'll stay with HSE. 7:19 left in the first, 0-0 ball game. Bucia to inbound. Left side of the baseline, lobs it into Majak, left corner. Over to Rhodes now, left side, guarded by Simmons. Hornbuckle now to the right. Right wing, Jacobs to Hornbuckle, inside Rhodes, back out Bucia. Hornbuckle, Jacobs now right corner, back to Hornbuckle. Cross court, Bucia, left wing 3, bang! Vinny Bucia, the first basket of the game, gives HSC the 3-0 lead, 6:55 left in the first. Spartans ball, Simmons in the backcourt, handoff to Goody now. Across the timeline, guarded by Jacobs. At the logo, passes over to Simmons. Deflected out of bounds by Hornbuckle. It'll stay with Homestead. 6:44 left in the first. 3-0 HSE. Spartans ball. Archibald inbound on the right sideline. Passes into Grinsfelder. Handoff back to Archibald at the logo. Top of the key now. Drives in on Bucia. Dishes out to Goody left wing. Takes it in on Jacobs left elbow out to Simmons. Takes the screen from Goody on the left wing. Gets it knocked loose by Hornbuckle. Saves it from going out of bounds. HSC ball pushing other end. Rhodes right wing into the paint. Dishes out to Bucia. Left wing 3. He connects. Vinny Bucia. Back-to-back threes. HSC up 6-0. 6:18 left in the first. Spartans ball. Goody in the backcourt. Across the timeline now at the Spartan logo. Gets the screen from Grinsfelder up top, dribbles left wing, takes it in, left elbow out to Simmons, top of the key, three, left open, an air ball out of bounds, and not a good start for the Spartans, as HSE will have it up 6-0, 6:02 left in the first.
I mean, right now the shooting is just polar opposite. 2 for 2 from the arc right now for Hamilton Southeastern, all those threes coming from Rukia. And it was just a bad air ball right there for the Spartans.
Royals ball, Hornbuckle over to Rhodes, right wing Jacobs. Busia in the right corner finds a cutting Rhodes, shot off the glass, no. Majak offensive rebound, gets it knocked loose. Grinsfelder touch the last as it hits the baseline. They'll stay with the Royals, 5:46 left in the first. HSC with the 6-0 lead. Busia to inbound on the baseline for HSE. Passes it into Rhodes, a shot deflected by Grinsfelder. Homestead with it, 5:40 left in the first, 6-0 deficit. Grinsfelder on the right wing, other end for the Spartans, hands it off to Leaper, takes it into the paint, spins around Busia and loses it. Able to save it, Simmons with it on the left wing. Goody now left sideline, screen from Grinsfelder up top. Goody left side guarded by Jacob, spins around him, left elbow, out to Simmons now. Archwell back to Goody, free throw line, out to Simmons, left corner three. Off the front of the rim, rebound by Hornbuckle. Royals ball, 5:10 left in the first, up 6. Pass inside to Jacobs, too strong, out of bounds. They'll go to Homestead, 5:11 left in the first. HSE up 6-0. Goody to inbound for Homestead. Gets it into Grinsfelder. In the backcourt now for the Spartans across the timeline. Right wing Grinsfelder guarded by Majak. Drives in on him, baseline, reverse layup, up, doesn't fall. Majak pulls it down, Royals now with it, other end. Busia with it, HSE up 6-0, 4:55 left in the first. Spartans still yet to get their first point. Busia at the logo, passes over to Hornbuckle, cross court now Jacobs. Right side to Busia, right corner, feeds it to Rhodes, right baseline, back out Hornbuckle, left wing three. In and out, rebound pulled down by Archbold. Homestead with it, 4:34 left in the first. Down 6-0, Spartans on the attack looking for their first basket. Leaper left wing, over to Goody now. Gets the screen from Leaper. His pass back to him, too high, out of bounds. A turnover for Homestead. Still scoreless, and HSE has it, 4:25 left in the first, up 6-0.
Right now the offense just isn't clicking for Homestead. A bad shooting affair so far, and already 2 early turnovers from a team that only averages 10 of them.
Hornbuckle up the court for Hamilton Southeastern. Dishes to Majak, back to Hornbuckle. Left side, Homestead with a 3-2 zone right now. Jacobs on the right wing. Over to Rhodes at the right elbow. Cross court, Busia left corner, three, in and out. Rebound tipped around. Jacobs gets it back, and he's fouled on the putback. This one will go against Alec Grinsfelder. Sam Jacobs to the line for 2 free throws, 68% free throw shooter. We saw Majak able to keep that rebound alive, and HSE now with a chance at the line. 6-0 Hamilton Southeastern, 4:06 left in the first. First free throw from Jacobs is good. Sam Jacobs, a sophomore, 6'3". Bright future ahead of him, 5 points per game. Homestead down 7-0, 4:06 left in the first. Spartans with some struggles early. Second free throw from Jacobs, good as well. Puts the Royals up 8 with 4:06 left in the first quarter. Homestead ball. Archbold in the backcourt. Busia guarding him at the timeline as he crosses it. Right side, Archbold passes to Goody on the right wing. Pump fakes. Drives in on Jacobs, gets a screen from Grinsfelder, passes back to him, right wing. Guarded by Majak. Dribbles out now, handoff to Goody. Goody, top of the key, steps in. Down low, Simmons underneath the basket. He lays it in. Homestead able to take the lid off the basket. Down 8-2, still 3:35 left in the first. Other end, the Royals. Busia lobs into Jacobs, out to Rhodes. Left wing, jumper blocked by Simmons. Homestead now with it. 3:30 left in the first. Other end is pass from Leaper, way off the mark. Out of bounds, so go to the Royals. 3:26 left in the first. Hamilton Southeastern up 8-2.
That was just a sloppy mistake out of Homestead, starting to get the momentum, and then just a bad pass forces a bad turnover, and now the Royals have an opportunity to crush the momentum.
Hornbuckle across half court, passes over to Busia, right side. In the right corner, Majak. Out to Hornbuckle. To Busia, right corner, gets it down low to Majak. Right block, posting up Grinsfelder. Little baby hook shot, too strong. Offensive rebound. Loses it. Goody now with it. Homestead with the ball. 3 minutes left in the first, down 6. Goody top of the key. Crosses over Jacobs, and he's fouled on the floor. Luke Goody aggressive right now, trying to get into the paint. Gonna stay with Homestead, 2:58 left in the first. Spartans down 8-2. Archbold inbound on the baseline for the Spartans. Lobs it into Grinsfelder. Pulls it down at the volleyball line. Over to Leaper now left side. Archbold right wing takes it into the free throw line. Steps back over to Grinsfelder right wing guarded by Majak. Archbold top of the key. Over to Leaper right wing, right elbow. Steps back out. Grinsfelder spins around Rhodes baseline cut off. And he gets called for the charge as he lowered his shoulder into Hornbuckle. Another turnover for Homestead. Going to HSC, 2:41 left in the first. Spartans down 8-2. And that's the second foul on Alec Grinsfelder already. Hornbuckle up the court for the Royals across the timeline now, right side. Over to Jacobs. Rhodes top of the key. Dishes to Hornbuckle on the left wing. Looks to feed the post to Majak. He does. Left baseline lowers his shoulder on Grinsfelder. Picks up his dribble. Out to Rhodes. Hornbuckle top of the key. Jacobs right wing. Busia in the right corner. Guarded by Archbold. 2:15 left in the first. Homestead down by 6. Hornbuckle left side for the Royals. Pass into the paint. Deflected. Rhodes able to recover in the left corner. Pass inside. Hits the rim. Goes to Jacobs. He's fouled on the shot by Simmons. 2:06 left in the first. Homestead down 8-2, and Jacobs a chance to make it even more at the line.
I mean, right now, it's clear which team is working the hardest inside the paint. Hamilton Southeastern not only working hard in the paint on offense, but also on defense.
First free throw from Jacobs is good. Substitution for Homestead, Rodenbush, Harmon into the game, along with Kolping, as Grinsfelder, Archbold, and Leaper take a seat. In for Hamilton Southeastern, John McCall. DeAndre Rhodes checks out. Second free throw coming for Jacobs at the charity stripe. For the Royals, this one no good. Offensive foul going against Majak on the box out. And a substitution being made. Elliott Robinson in for the Royals. Jacobs to the bench. Homestead ball down 9-2, 2:06 left in the first. Simmons inbound goes to Harmon in the backcourt. Across the timeline now, right side over to Simmons left side. Kolping left wing to Rodenbush left corner. Harmon to Simmons top of the key. Goody now with it. Guarded by Hornbuckle. Drives in on Hornbuckle, loses the ball, a steal other end. McCall dishes to Busia, his layup, no. Majak offensive rebound, put back, up and in. Aboard Majak's first basket. HSC up 11-2, 1:35 left in the first. Harmon across half court now. Passes over to Kolping. Simmons on the left wing. Gets the screen from Goody. Drives baseline, dishes to Kolping, out to Harmon. Right wing three. Off the front of the rim. Majak the rebound. HSC pushing other end. 1:20 left in the first, up 9. Busia out to Hornbuckle. Free throw line jumper up, and he's fouled. Cole Hornbuckle drawing the foul. He'll head to the line for 2 free throws. HSC dominant right now.
Yeah, it's just been a sloppy game for the Spartans. Already 4 fouls and already half the amount of turnovers they usually get in an entire game. Homestead just needs to find how to fix their issues right now.
First free throw from Hornbuckle, no good. Substitution being made. Archbold into the game for Homestead. Simmons checks out with 2 fouls. Dalton Retzner into the game for HSC. Majak to the bench. Homestead down 11-2, 1:16 left in the first. Second free throw for Hornbuckle. It's up and good. His first point. Homestead down by 10 now for the first time. 1:16 left in the first. Inbound goes to Kolping. Spartans with it, looking for their second basket of the game. Across half court, over to Harmon left side. Archbold with it at half court, almost stepped over. Pass over to Harmon. Left wing, Goody, top of the key, 3. He connects, Luke Goody. Finally, it's something for Homestead. They needed that, down 12-5, 55 seconds left in the first. Busia, right sideline, pass over to Robinson. Busia down low, Retzner, shot up and in. Actually, McCall on the basket. 14-5 HSC, 40 seconds left in the first. Homestead with it across half court. It's Harmon left side. Passes to Rodenbush between the rings. Kolping on the right wing. Spartans down by 9. Harmon drives into the paint. Right wing Pass out to Rodenbush. Aaron, other end. Robinson blocked on the layup. Gets it back, though. Right corner. Hornbuckle out to Robinson. McCall, right elbow, down low. Retzner, he lays it up and in. HSE up 16-5. 12 seconds left in the first. Homestead ball. Harmon, 8 seconds left. 5 seconds. Goody at the seconds. Right side, steps into a three. 3 points, Spartans. With Goody from downtown. Homestead down 16-8 at the end of the first.
Luckily, Goody having a nice shooting night, 2 for 2 from threes. He's really helping keep this one close for Homestead. Outside that, it's been tough for the offense and the defense. Already at 6 turnovers. And it's not even really a case of Hamilton Southeastern just playing incredibly tough defense. They've only got about 2 steals. I mean, it's just sloppy plays. A charge was called and 3 bad passes led to the rest of the turnovers. And they have already 4 team fouls. I mean, Homestead needs to find a way to get out of this sloppy start if they want to cut into this lead a little bit.
For Homestead, Goody had the 2 3-pointers. Hasn't gotten hardly any shots off. I think those were his only 2 shots. Grant Simmons had 2 points as well for Homestead, the only basket for a while. For HSE, it was a balanced attack. Busia, 6 points. Retzner had 2, Jacobs 3. McCall, Majak each with 2, and Hornbuckle with 1. The Spartans, though, gonna have to get some offense going.
Yeah, I mean, their offense just spent most of the time losing the ball more than they did getting the ball into the basket. It was just a really bad start if you're Coach Johnson watching this offense roll. And their defense needs to do something about how efficient this Royals offense is. They're passing the ball around and getting baskets pretty much everywhere on the court. Homestead just needs to improve on almost every aspect of the game right now.
Homestead heads out there with Archbold, Colpin, Goody, Leaper, and Rodenbush. HSE with Robinson, McCall, Retzner, Jacobs, and Busia. Spartans ball to start the second quarter, down 16-8, 7:54 on the clock. Goody dribbling at the logo. Colpin right wing. Goody top of the key, 3. Off the front of the rim. Rodenbush offensive rebound, loses it. A scrum for the ball. HSE comes up with it. Loses at midcourt again, and Homestead with it in the backcourt now. Leaper. Homestead, the hustle paying off. 7:35 left in the second, down 8. Archwell takes it into the paint, and a foul will be called on the floor. This foul will go against Elliott Robinson. We'll stay with Homestead. 7:34 left in the second. Spartans down 16-8. Archbold to inbound on the baseline. For the Spartans, lobs up near midcourt. Rodenbush comes down with it. Colpin over to Leaper on the left wing. Back to Rodenbush mid-range. Back out Colpin, top of the key now. Steps in, steps back out. Rodenbush left wing takes the 3. No good. Rebound fought for. HSE comes up with it, other end pushing. Busia out to Robinson for 3, no. Offensive rebound, put back, no good. That was Retzner on the attempt. Homestead with it, 7 minutes left in the second, down 16-8. Colpin to Rodenbush left corner, back out to Goody left side. Homestead down by 8, 6:55 left in the second. Goody free throw line, out to Colpin left wing. Dribbles in on him. Pass out to Leaper, right wing 3. An air ball left of the rim. Colpin tries to save it. Out of bounds, it'll go to Hamilton Southeastern. 6:44 left in the second. Spartans down 16-8.
And that's the second air ball today. Right now, Homestead just very inconsistent on shooting. They need to find a way to score, or else this will just become even bigger of a blowout.
Busia across half court over to McCall. Back to Busia, right wing now Robinson. Into the paint, Retzner, right block, posting up. Colpin, shot off the glass, no. Leaper pulls down the rebound. Homestead with it, down 8, 6:25 left in the second. Other end, Goody left wing. Passes to Rodenbush right side. Back to Goody, Colpin on the left wing now. Looks to feed the post, instead passes to Leaper, top of the key. Goody between the rings, dribbles left side, left wing. Draws the double, into the paint, out to Rodenbush, right wing. Colpin for 3. Off the front of the rim, long rebound, tracked down by Robinson, pushing other end for the Royals. It's Jacobs, he's stripped by Colpin on the attempt. A loose ball out of bounds. It'll stay with Hamilton Southeastern. 5:58 left in the second. HSE up 16-8 into the game. For the Royals, Alex Totten and Hornbuckle. Robinson and Busia take a seat. 5:58 left in the second quarter. Royals up 16-8 on the Spartans. Royals ball, it's Hornbuckle at the logo. Right side with it. Passes over to McCall. Hornbuckle now right wing. Feeds the post. His pass, Redsner's pass knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Homestead. It'll stay with the Royals. 5:39 left in the second. Spartans down 16-8 as Mabora Majak checks into the game for Hamilton Southeastern as Dalton Redsner heads to the bench. Royals ball. It'll be Jacobs to inbound on the baseline. Homestead struggling to score the ball this game. Jacobs gets into McCall, left open for three, and he makes Homestead pay. John McCall wide open. Homestead down 19-8, the most they've trailed this game. 5:30 left in the second. Kolping across half court over to Leaper, left sideline, bobbles it, but gets it back. Goody now top of the key, guarded by Jacobs, crosses over, free throw line, fader off the glass, no good. Homestead forcing shots now. Hornbuckle other end for the Royals. Right wing over to Totten. Passes inside to McCall. Wild shot off the glass, up and in. John McCall, 7 points off the bench. Homestead down 21-8, 5:04 left in the second. The Spartans getting dominated right now. Archwell across half court, over to Kolping now. Leaper top of the key. Archbold on the right wing. Now right corner, Rodenbush passes inside to Goody. He's fouled by Sam Jacobs. Homestead hasn't scored yet this quarter.
Yeah, I mean, not much is going right for Homestead. Everything's going right for the Royals. I mean, their shooting is pretty much perfect right now, landing incredible perimeter shots and tough shots in the paint. Homestead, meanwhile, their shooting night is just a rough one so far. Haven't made many at all. They need to find a way to shoot better in order to get this one close.
Grinsfelder, Simmons back into the game. Inbound to Grinsfelder and one. Alec Grinsfelder making immediate impact. They each have 2 fouls. Kolping, Rodenbush no longer out there for the Spartans. 21-10, Hamilton Southeastern up. 4:46 left in the second. One free throw coming for Grinsfelder. Alec Grinsfelder at the line. Free throw is good. 62% free throw shooter on the year. And the inbound goes to Goody. Homestead with it now. 4:40 left in the second, down 10. Goody out to Leaper, right wing three. An air ball. Simmons there for the follow, up and in. Homestead. A little 5-0. 30 left in the second. Royals ball. Hornbuckle right side. Totten in the right corner. Cross court to Jacobs on the left side. McCall in the left corner feeds the post to Majak. Out to Jacobs, top of the key. Hornbuckle into the paint. Shot off the glass. No, but a foul going against Homestead. This one against Jake Archbold. That'll be his first. Cole Hornbuckle at the line for 2 free throws now for the Royals.
Man, the Royals are just passing it around incredibly, getting cuts from pass after pass. I mean, leading to foul after foul. There's a reason this offense is so efficient right now.
Hornbuckle, first free throw in and out. Rodenbush into the game for Homestead. Alec Grinsfelder to the bench. Actually, they called the foul on Grinsfelder, so he has 3 now. Jacobs and Totten out for Hamilton Southeastern as Rhodes and Busia are back into the game. Second free throw for Hornbuckle, 4:15 left in the second. Spartans down 21-13. Been a rough game for Homestead. Hornbuckle, second free throw good. He has 2 points. Spartans with it, down 9, 4:10 left in the second. Goody across half court for Homestead, left side. Hands it off to Simmons, dribbles around, hand off to Archwell now. Goody, left wing, dribbling in on McCall. Tough shot off the glass, too strong. Offensive rebound, Leaper knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Hamilton Southeastern. Homestead ball, 3:59 left in the second. Spartans down 22-13.
And Majak is just making every rebound for Homestead incredibly tough. Almost every single one has to go out of bounds for Homestead to gain possession.
Archwell to inbound, gets into Goody, right corner, guarded by McCall. Steps in on him, out to Leaper now. Simmons at the logo, Archbold left wing. Free throw line, out to Simmons, dribbles around Goody, top of the key now. Thinks about it, drives in on McCall, out to Archbold, right corner three. Off the front of the rim, rebound tipped out. Other end, Rhodes down late, misses the layup for Hamilton Southeastern. Good contest by Archbold. Homestead with it now. Simmons, other end, 3:30 left in the second. 22-13 Royals lead. Goody top of the key, drives into the paint, shot off the glass and one. Luke Goody. A strong play there. Homestead cuts the lead to 7, 3:27 left in the second. Free throw coming for Goody.
And Goody is one of the best players in this game for a tough Homestead affair. He is really helping Homestead keep this one close, putting in a great effort on the offensive side.
One free throw coming for Goody. That one's up and in. Now Luke Goody with 9 points now. Homestead down by 6, 3:25 left in the second. Hornbuckle between the circles for the Royals. Screen from McCall, dishes to Busia left side. Guarded by Simmons. Busia with 6 points on the game. Dishes to Rhodes on the left wing. Guarded by Goody. Rhodes dishes to Busia left wing. Rhodes now top of the key. Hands off to Hornbuckle right side. Takes the screen from Rhodes, top of the key. And a timeout called by Hamilton Southeastern. 3:02 left in the second. Royals up 22-16. Homestead, though, the last couple minutes doing a much better job.
Yeah, I mean, they started off the game just really shaky with 5 turnovers. They've only had 1 in the second quarter, so already some improvement. And their shooting is at least starting to get a little better in those shots that they don't make. Well, they're starting to get some second chance rebounds, and Goody really helping Homestead stay in this one. He's got 9 points, the leading scorer for the Spartans right now. Hamilton Southeastern, though, making sure that they don't keep it too close, as their offense is really producing at an incredible rate right now everywhere on the court. Homestead, they're coming back, but it's going to be tougher if they want to tie it.
Hamilton Southeastern ball out of the timeout. 3:02 left in the second. Homestead down 22-16. Hornbuckle to inbound left sideline for the Royals. Passes into Busia. Guarded by Simmons with it at the volleyball line. Rhodes now left wing. Up top, McCall. Pass inside, deflected by Rodenbush. He gets it back. Hornbuckle into the paint. Majak. Little bunny hook up and in. Mabor Majak, his second basket. Homestead down by 8, 24-16. 2:43 left in the second. Spartans ball. Goody with it across the timeline for Homestead. Between the rings over to Rodenbush. Right wing guarded by Majak. Top of the key, Rodenbush. Passes over to Goody, right corner 3. Bang! Luke Goody sinks the 3 ball. Spartans now down by 5, 24-19. 2:20 left in the second. Pass inside to Majak. And a foul on the ground. Going against Homestead. Foul on Andrew Leeper. His first into the game. For HSE, Jason Stutz, as John McCall checks out. Busia to inbound for the Royals, gets into Majak. Left baseline, out to Rhodes now, left side. Left corner, pass to Busia, deflected by Simmons, out of bounds. It'll stay with the Royals, 2:17 left in the second. Spartans down 24-19.
This Homestead defense starting to make it a little tougher for Hamilton Southeastern to score.
Inbound to Stutz for the Royals. Screen from Rhodes up top. 2:10 left in the second. Spartans down by 5. Stutz to Rhodes inside Majak. Gets it knocked loose by Rodenbush, out of bounds. It'll stay with the Royals. 2:05 left in the second. HSE the 5-point advantage. Stutz to inbound for Hamilton Southeastern. Gets it into Rhodes, right baseline. Back out Busia, right wing, driving in on Simmons. He's cut off on the baseline, steps out, finds a cutting Rhodes. Tough finish, no. Majak fights for it and knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Homestead. And the Spartans not liking that. Majak maybe went over the back there a bit. And he'll stay with the Royals. 1:55 left in the second. Hamilton Southeastern up by 5. Busia inbounds to Majak, right corner. Back out to Rhodes. Over to Stutz, left side, left wing. Busia inside, Hornbuckle. He's blocked on the shot, out of bounds. Leeper the block. It'll stay with Hamilton Southeastern yet again. 1:48 left in the second. Spartans down by 5.
This defense is really making it even tougher for Hamilton Southeastern to end this possession.
Stutz to inbound. Lobs it in to Busia. Stolen by Simmons, and a foul going against Busia. Homestead finally getting the ball back with 1:46 left in the second, down 24-19.
Well, that's a way to end the possession. A solid turnover from Homestead, gain them some momentum after a well-fought defensive effort. Finally, their offense going to get to do some work and make this one a one-possession game.
Homestead in the bonus. Grant Simmons to the line for a 1-and-1. Simmons, 70% free throw shooter on the year. Homestead shoots just 68% as a team. 1:46 left in the second. Hamilton Southeastern up 24-19. Front end of a 1-and-1 from Simmons. Short. Rebound fought for Hornbuckle, comes up with it. Royals pushing other end. Stutz, left wing. Out to Busia, left elbow. Lobs it over to Hornbuckle, right corner. Actually, that's Rhodes with it. Feeds the post to Majak, and a foul underneath going against Andrew Leeper. It'll be a 1-and-1 for Hamilton Southeastern. Mabor Majak to the line for a bonus. 1:34 left in the second. Homestead down 24-19. Majak does a lot of things well. Free throw shooting, just 50%, so that's not one of them. 38 of 76 on the year. Substitution. John McCall back into the game for the Royals. DeAndre Rhodes to the bench. 1:34 left in the second, 24-19, Homestead down. Majak, 1-and-1. Cleveland State commit. The shot's up and in. He has 5 points. HSC up by 6, 1:34 left in the second. Second free throw coming for Mabor Majak. This one's up and good as well. Look good on those two free throws. Homestead down by 7, 26-19, 1:30 left in the second. Across the timeline now, between the circles, over to Simmons, right wing. Leeper, top of the key, guarded by Majak. Pass over to Goody, knocked away by McCall. A steal, Hamilton Southeastern with it. Busia pushing, left baseline, Hornbuckle's jumper, it's good. Cole Hornbuckle for 2. Homestead now down by 9, 28-19, 1:08 left in the second. Goody across half court, over to Simmons, right side. 1 minute left in the second. Spartans looking to cut into the 9-point deficit. Simmons dribbling around right side. Still dribbling, and a 5-second called on Grant Simmons, a turnover for Homestead. We've seen a lot of those, and it's going to Hamilton Southeastern. 52 seconds left in the first half. Dalton Retzner into the game for Mabor Majak. Elliot Robinson checking in as well for Jason Stutz. Hamilton Southeastern ball, 52 seconds left in the second quarter. Up 28-19, looking to make it double digits before half. Homestead had it down to 5, but a little run from the Royals. Robinson on the right wing. Down low, Retzner, right block, posting up Goody. Dishes out to Robinson, right side. Hornbuckle between the circles, 35 seconds left in the first half. Royals with it, 30 seconds left. Robinson, actually Busia dribbling right side, 25 seconds left now. Royals up 28-19, Busia, 20 seconds left. With it right side, guarded by Simmons. Dribbles in on him, right wing, steps back. Dribbles around left elbow, back out to Robinson, left wing, 10 seconds now. Hornbuckle near midcourt. 8 seconds, Hornbuckle gets the screen from McCall, and a foul on Grant Simmons, his third. And a 1-and-1 coming for Cole Hornbuckle. 7 seconds left in the second. Hamilton Southeastern up 28-19.
Yeah, that was not the right time to foul. It would have been better to just let them run the clock down and either make or miss a buzzer beater than give them some automatic points for this final possession for Hamilton Southeastern.
Hornbuckle, free throw coming. 7 seconds left in the second. 1-and-1. He hits it. 10-point advantage for the Royals. 7 seconds left in the second quarter. It's 29-19. Second free throw for Hornbuckle, has 5 points. Second on the team with 11.4 points per game on the year. His second free throw good. 6 points for him. DeAndre Rhodes into the game for the Royals. Hornbuckle checks out. 30-19, Hamilton Southeastern the lead. 7 seconds left in the second. Homestead ball. Royals looking to press. Gets it into Goody in the backcourt. 5 seconds across the timeline now. 4 seconds, 3. Goody step back, right wing, 3. No. And the rebound pulled down by Robinson at the end of the first half. Your score, Hamilton Southeastern 30, Homestead 19. A really rough offensive half for the Spartans.
Yeah, there's a lot Homestead's going to need to improve. I mean, the turnovers were just everywhere for Homestead, and it really seemed like when Hamilton Southeastern pulled away from Homestead every time they tried to come back and make it a close game, it was because of some sloppy turnovers from the Spartan offense that led to Hamilton Southeastern buckets. I mean, Homestead, they really just need to work on their offense. Turnovers, shooting, both of them have not gone well today. I'm sure that will be the main point of emphasis for Coach Johnson as they talk during halftime. They just have a lot to improve heading into the second half.
Little scoring summary for Hamilton Southeastern. They were led by John McCall, 7 points. Lucia, Hornbuckle, and Majak each with 6. Jacobs had 3, and Retzner with 2 points for the Royals. For Homestead, Goody had 12 points. Simmons with 4 and Grinsfelder 3. We're going to take a break. We'll be back with the halftime show. Stay tuned. You're listening to the Point 91 FM.
Homestead Athletic.
Located at 5755 Falls Drive across from Zesto's. Arby's is more than roast beef with turkey, ham, brisket, bacon, and chicken tenders. Arby's has the meats. Arby's at Coventry is open for breakfast at 6 a.m. all the way to midnight. To find more information, find Arby's on social media and online at arbys.com.
Casa Italian Restaurants, family owned and operated since 1977, with 4 Fort Wayne locations: West Jefferson Boulevard, DuPont Road, Parnell Avenue, and Stellhorn Road. Featuring the Casa Bro salad, wood-burning brick oven pizzas, and over 30 pasta selections. Dine-in or carry-out available, or let Casa cater your next special occasion. Find more information at CasaRestaurants.com or by following Casa on Facebook and Twitter. Casa Italian Restaurants, a proud sponsor of WCYT Sports broadcasts.
Okay, here are 3 important reasons why your son or daughter should play a sport in high school.
Number 1.
High school sports teach valuable life lessons like self-discipline and time management skills.
2.
Teens who play a high school sport have better grade point averages.
And number 3.
High school sports are safer than ever before.
This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Moe's Southwest Grill, located at 6739 West Jefferson Boulevard, next to Dunkin' Donuts, Baskin-Robbins. You can contact Moe's by calling 969-MOE's, or for catering, that number is 969-EATS. Moe's specializes in Southwestern foods like burritos, tacos, and nachos with no microwaves or freezers. You can visit Moe's online at moes.com. Thank you, Moe's, for supporting the Point 91 FM and being a proud sponsor of Homestead Athletic coverage on our station.
Marco's Pizza, located at 10345 Illinois Road, inside the shops of Scott Road. Marco's specializes in pizza, cheesy bread, subs, salads, and many other menu items. You can place an order for delivery or carry out by calling 625-6800. That number once again is 625-6800. You can also order online at marcos.com. Thank you, Marcos, for supporting the Point 91 FM and being a proud sponsor of Homestead High School athletics coverage on our station.
We all come together and stand together to serve our veterans. We invest in the latest technology.
We take the time to train the next generation of doctors and nurses. We work together to make sure we heal their bodies and their minds.
This is our mission. More than 300,000 of us working as one, together with families and loved ones. No matter where they live in this country, we'll be there.
We stand strong, united. Stand with us in caring for our veterans.
And now let's head back out to the gymnasium for more Homestead Spartan boys basketball right here on the Point 91 FM.
Welcome back to Homestead High School. We're at halftime of today's game between the Homestead Spartans and Hamilton Southeastern Royals. I'm Donnie Harmon alongside Braden Carroll at halftime. The Spartans down 30-19. Braden, what's going to have to change for Homestead in the second half if they want to win?
I mean, their offense just going to have to get a little less sloppy, because they just were sloppy in that first half. Just bad shooting, a lot of turnovers, a lot of offensive fouls that really just ended some Spartan possessions early and led to a lot of scoring from Hamilton Southeastern. I mean, that Royals defense wasn't even doing much really in that first half. It was just a lot of bad plays from the Spartan offense. If they can improve even a little bit on the offensive side, it'll do huge numbers for this Homestead squad.
Homestead right now down 11 at half. It's going to be important how they start the third quarter to have to start getting some better looks on offense. Luke Goody having to force a lot of his shots, doesn't really get anything that's coming naturally.
Yeah, I mean, he's a great shooter, but he hasn't really shot that much, and most of the shots he has to work for incredibly, moving around the quarter, shooting very contested baskets. He's getting them to land, but he's not finding as many opportunities as he's used to. And that's really doing a huge factor on how much points this Homestead team is putting up. They need Luke Goody to get more space and make more baskets, because he's the main reason that this Homestead team averages 61.9 points per game, which is an incredibly high number. Without him, their offense is lackluster.
And right now for Homestead, Alec Grinsfelder, Grant Simmons, each with 3 fouls at half.
Yeah, I mean, fouling has been a huge issue for Homestead. It's led to a lot of opportunities at the line for this Royals squad. I mean, to have both Grinsfelder and Simmons already in foul trouble is a huge problem for Homestead, as both of those average over 10 points per game. I mean, if you lose both those players or even one of those, then this Homestead offense is going to have even more issues getting some points. You just can't lose them to fouls right now.
We're going to take another break. We'll be back, though, for the start of the second half. Stay tuned. You're listening to the home of Homestead Spartan basketball, the Point 91 FM.
Homestead athletic coverage on the Point 91 FM is brought to you by
Arby's of Coventry, located at 5755 Falls Drive across from Zesto's. Arby's is more than roast beef, with turkey, ham, brisket, bacon, and chicken tenders. Arby's has the meats. Arby's of Coventry is open for breakfast at 6 a.m. all the way to midnight. To find more information, find Arby's on social media and online at arbys.com.
Casa Italian Restaurants, family owned and operated since 1977, with 4 Fort Wayne locations: West Jefferson Boulevard, DuPont Road, Parnell Avenue, and Stellhorn Road. Featuring the Casa Bro salad, wood-burning brick oven pizzas, and over 30 pasta selections. Dine-in or carry-out available, or let Casa cater your next special occasion. Find more information at CasaRestaurants.com or by following Casa on Facebook and Twitter. Casa Italian Restaurants, a proud sponsor of WCYT Sports broadcasts.
Okay, here are 3 important reasons why your son or daughter should play a sport in high school.
Number 1.
High school sports teach valuable life lessons like self-discipline and time management skills.
2.
Teens who play a high school sport have better grade point averages.
And number 3.
High school sports are safer than ever before.
This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Moe's Southwest Grill, located at 6739 West Jefferson Boulevard, next to Dunkin' Donuts, Baskin-Robbins. You can contact Moe's by calling 969-MOE's, or for catering, that number is 969-EATS. Moe's specializes in Southwestern foods like burritos, tacos, and nachos with no microwaves or freezers. You can visit Moe's online at moes.com. Thank you, Moe's, for supporting the Point 91 FM and being a proud sponsor of Homestead athletic coverage on our station.
Marco's Pizza, located at 10345 Illinois Road, inside the shops of Scott Road. Marco's specializes in pizza, cheesy bread, subs, salads, and many other menu items. You can place an order for delivery or carry out by calling 625-6800. That number once again is 625-6800. You can also order online at marcos.com. Thank you, Marcos, for supporting the Point 91 FM and being a proud sponsor of Homestead High School athletics coverage on our station.
We all come together and stand together to serve our veterans. We invest in the latest technology.
We take the time to train the next generation of doctors and nurses. We work together to make sure we heal their bodies and their minds.
This is our mission. More than 300,000 of us working as one, together with families and loved ones. No matter where they live in this country, we'll be there.
We stand strong, united. Stand with us in caring for our veterans.
And now let's head back out to the gymnasium for more Homestead Spartan boys basketball right here on the Point 91 FM.
Welcome back to Homestead High School. We're about to get started the second half of action here between Homestead, Hamilton, Southeastern. Royals up 30-19 heading into the second. Donnie Harmon here with Braden Carroll. Braden, what are some keys to the second half?
The Homestead team just needs to get more disciplined, especially on offense. Less turnovers, less fouls will do wonders for the Spartans, and they just need to find a way to score inside the paint. They've had trouble shooting all game long. If they can get through Maborba Jack somehow, then the offense will be able to do way better than they did in the first half.
Spartans struggling on offense so far. Goody with 12 with their 19 points. Simmons with 4 and Grinsfelder with 3. Simmons, Grinsfelder each with 3 fouls as they start the second half. Homestead with their starting lineup out there with Archbold, Goody, Simmons, Leaper, and Grinsfelder. Hamilton Southeastern on an 8-game winning streak right now, 12-5, playing the second best conference in the state. They open up the second half with their starting lineup out there as well. It'll be Royals ball to start the second half, 30-19 their lead. 16 minutes to see if Homestead's able to scale back into this one. Hornbuckle gets it in the backcourt, across the timeline now with it right side. Rhodes top of the key, Jacobs now left wing. Gets a screen from Rhodes, Busia now at the logo. Driving in on Simmons, spins around in the paint, up and under, layup, up and in. Vinny Busia, 4-2. Royals up by 13, the most they've led all game. Homestead ball now, 7:30 left in the third. Archbold over to Simmons, left wing. Now Grinsfelder, free throw line. Pump fakes. Guarded by Majak, out to Leaper on the right wing. Gets the screen from Grinsfelder. Now Goody at the logo, screen from Leaper up top. Grinsfelder, right corner, guarded by Majak. Drives in on him, posting up. Pass out to Leaper, errant, and out of bounds. Another turnover for Homestead. Hamilton Southeastern will get it. 7:10 left in the third. They lead 32-19. Busia across half court between the rings now. Hornbuckle on the right wing. Inside Majak. There he is. There he is. Posting up Grinsfelder. Hook shot off the glass. No. Homestead ball. 6:50 left in the third. Down by 13. Goody top of the key. Crosses over Jacobs. Spins around in the paint. Takes some contact. Wild shot off the glass. Doesn't go. Jacobs pushing other end for the Royals. Dishes to Rhodes. Out to Busia. Left baseline jumper. Short off the front of the rim. Goody the rebound. Lobs it down court. Deflected. Knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Hamilton Southeastern. It'll stay with Homestead. 6:30 left in the third. Spartans down 32-19. Archbold to inbound for the Spartans. Looking for the first basket this half. They've struggled on offense this game, just 19 points. Archbold passes into Simmons in the backcourt. 6:30 left in the third quarter. Homestead down 32-19. Simmons right side. Pass to Grinsfelder, top of the key. Archbold now to the left. Goody top of the key. Jab step, dribbles in, free throw line. Lobs it inside. Grinsfelder, alley-oop doesn't go. Put back for Grinsfelder, up and in. Alec Grinsfelder now with 5 points. Homestead down 32-21. 6:07 left in the third. Jacobs to Majak, top of the key. Over to Busia, left wing. Inside Rhodes, posting up Goody, left block. Back out Hornbuckle, drives baseline on Archbold. Underneath the basket, shot off the glass, up and in. Cole Hornbuckle with 8 points. Homestead down by 13. It's 34-21, 5:45 left in the third. Archbold across the timeline now at the Spartan logo. Pass over to Simmons. Stolen. They try to save it. Going out of bounds. And it still goes out of bounds. So it'll be Homestead ball. 5:38 left in the third. Spartans down 34-21. Simmons to inbound right side for Homestead. Gets it into Archbold in the backcourt. Homestead with it, down 13, looking to cut in to this deficit. Grinsfelder on the left wing. Goody now top of the key. Screen from Grinsfelder. Spins around Busia, right elbow. Out to Archbold, right corner. Grinsfelder right side. Drives in on Majak underneath the basket. Finds Goody to the rim. Shot off the glass, no good. Tipped around, out of bounds. Staying with Homestead, last touch by Rhodes. 5:15 left in the third. Spartans down 34-21. Very physical game inside. Lots of balls knocked around. Both teams fighting for rebounds hard. Archbold to inbound for the Spartans. Can't find anyone. And a timeout called by Homestead. Not a good start to the second half for them. Just 2 points with 5:15 left in the third.
Yeah, the offense is struggling just like they did in that first quarter. It seems like they've taken a step back ever since they had a solid finish to the first half. Right now it's just another struggling start. They have 2 turnovers already and only 2 points in about 3 minutes. It's just been a rough, shaky start for this Homestead offense, and they're not really doing much when they aren't turning it over. It's just been a rough one so far for the offense. Hopefully they can rebound and play similar to what they did in that second quarter and take a step forward.
Homestead down 34-21, 5:15 left in the third. Spartans ball, Archbold inbound on the baseline. Homestead trying to avoid losing their third straight game. I don't know when the last time that happened was. Archbold trying to find someone, lobs into Grinsfelder, top of the key. Pump fakes, Majak gets in the air. Out to Leaper, right corner three. No good, Archbold offensive rebound. Finds a cutting Leaper, goes up, fouled on the layup. Andrew Leaper heading to the line for 2 free throws, 7-10 at the charity stripe on the year.
You know, even though Homestead has been driving into the paint all game long, they haven't really drawn many fouls. Hamilton Southeastern so far really playing some clean defense inside the paint despite a relentless offense from Homestead.
Leaper's first free throw good, cuts the deficit to 12. It's 34-22. Hamilton Southeastern out in front, 5:06 left in the third. Leaper just the fourth Spartan to get on the scoring column this game. Second free throw from him, too strong. Rebound fought for, taken away by Hornbuckle for the Royals. HSC with it. Jacobs right wing to Hornbuckle, top of the key, inside Majak. Posting up Grinsfelder, gets it knocked loose, gets it back, goes up and lays it in. Majak with 8 points. Homestead down by 14 now, the most they've trailed. It's 36-22, 4:45 left in the third. Archbold top of the key. Out to Leaper. Grinsfelder now right wing. Spins around Hornbuckle. Takes a three-pointer. No good. Rebound by Hornbuckle. Royals pushing it up 14, 4:30 left in the third. Hornbuckle at the free throw line. Picks up his dribble out to Jacobs right wing. Hornbuckle now at the logo. Spartans needing some stops. Not in a good position right now. Down 14. Hornbuckle on the left wing. Top of the key. Busia for three. In and out. Rebound to Goody. Homestead with it. 4:10 left in the third. 36-22 they trail. Other end Grinsfelder baseline. Goes in on Majak. Draws the foul. He'll head to the line for 2 free throws.
And most of the fouls coming inside the paint are just because of Majak's incredible height. I mean, right there he stood almost straight up and still getting a foul called on him. Not much he can do against a really violent Homestead offense.
Grinsfelder. First free throw coming. That one's good. Alec Grinsfelder with 6 points. Rodenbush Kolping into the game for Homestead. Simmons, Leaper take a seat. Homestead down 36-23, 4:06 left in the third. Second free throw for Grinsfelder. In and out. Rebound goes to Majak. 4:05 left in the third. Spartans down by 13. Busia up the court to Majak. Top of the key. Looks like he might have thought about a three there. Wisely thinks better of it. Gives it up to Hornbuckle. Rhodes top of the key now. Over to Hornbuckle, right wing. Guarded by Goody, right corner. Out to Rhodes. Top of the key. Back to Hornbuckle. Right wing lobs it inside to Majak. Dumps it off to Rhodes. Shot off the glass. Too strong. Rodenbush pulls down the rebound. 3:40 left in the third. Homestead down by 13. Goody, right wing. Crosses over on Jacobs to Grinsfelder, right corner. Dribbles out to the wing. Pivots around. Gets it to Rodenbush at the logo. 3:27 left in the third. Homestead down by 13. Goody, top of the key, takes a deep three. Short off the front of the rim. Grinsfelder tracks down the long rebound. Gets it to Goody now. Right side, spins around. Hornbuckle dishes to Kolping. Over to Archbold, right corner for three. Bang! Jake Archbold from downtown cuts the lead to 10. Homestead down 36-26, 3:05 left in the third. Hamilton Southeastern ball. Busia at the logo. Guarded by Archbold, passes over to Rhodes, left wing. Top of the key, Jacobs inside Majak. Guarded by Grinsfelder, spins around, shot off the glass, no, but a foul. This one might be going against Alec Grinsfelder, and it is. That's his fourth.
And you just can't have Grinsfelder getting out of this game. He averages the most rebounds on this team and double-digit points. He is a huge factor to this Homestead offense. You can't afford to have him out for the remainder of this one.
Majak, first free throw, no good. Simmons into the game for Homestead. 2:53 left in the third. Spartans down 36-26. Robinson and McCall in for Hamilton Southeastern. Rhodes and Hornbuckle take a seat. 2:53 left in the third. Homestead down by 10. Majak's second free throw at the line. That one good. He has 9 points. Homestead down by 11. 2:53 left in the third. Spartans ball. Rodenbush to Archbold across half court now. Archbold driving in on Busia. Layup at the rim, up and in. Jake Archbold aggressive at the taking it to the glass. Homestead within single digits now. 37-28 the deficit. 2:35 left in the third. Royals ball. Robinson to Busia right side. Homestead looking to trap, gets it into McCall, down low, Majak at the rim, and one! There he is, Mabor Majak, 11 points. Pushes Hamilton Southeastern's lead to 11. He'll have one free throw at the line. 2:26 left in the third. Spartans down by 11.
Quite the and one from Majak. He went up and was fouled, switched hands, was able to get an excellent layup, and now he has a shot at an and one.
2:26 left in the third. Spartans down 39-28. One free throw for Majak. That one's good. 12 points on the game for him. Up the court, Simmons down 40-28. Spartans ball. Simmons left side gets the screen from Goody. Top of the key, steps into a three. Left side of the rim, no. Colping tracks down the long rebound, tries to save it. Majak comes away with it. Hamilton Southeastern ball. Jacobs other end, dishes to McCall. Wild layup, too strong. Offensive rebound. Majak put back, and he's fouled. 2 free throws coming from Mabor Majak, making his presence felt.
Yeah, I mean, there just isn't anything that this Homestead defense can do inside the paint when he has the ball except just try and defend him as hard as possible, and that's been resulting in plenty of fouls called on Majak.
Majak's first free throw good. Only 50% on the year. He's hitting his free throws in this game. Hornbuckle in for HSE. Sam Jacobs takes a seat. 41-28, the Royals up in front. 2:06 left in the third. Second free throw for Majak. That one good. He has 14 points, 2 away from his season high of 16, which he's gotten twice. Archbold across half court for the Spartans, down by 14. The most they've trailed by. Handoff to Simmons, top of the key. Dribbling in on McCall, and a foul will go against John McCall for the Royals. This one on the floor. It'll stay with Homestead. 1:54 left in the third. Spartans down 42-28. Archbold to inbound on the baseline for the Spartans. Gets into Simmons, left corner. Goody now left side. Hasn't scored this half. Archbold now top of the key, 3 off the front of the rim. Majak pulls down the board for the Royals, pushing it now up 14, 1:40 left in the third. Lucia, right wing out to Majak, top of the key. Hornbuckle inside Majak, out to McCall, free throw line, driving in on Simmons. Tough shot, no. Simmons the rebound, Homestead with it. 1:30 left in the third. Spartans down 42-28. Goody left side for Homestead, hands it off to Colping. Between the rings over to Rodenbush, right wing, Archbold. Guarded by Majak. Drives in on him, takes it to the rim, dishes out to Rodenbush, left corner 3. Welcome to the splash zone. Hamilton Southeastern. Rodenbush hits the 3. Homestead cuts the lead to 11. It's 42-31. HSE out in front, 1:05 left in the third. Royals ball. It's Robinson out to McCall, top of the key. Cross court over to Busia, now left side. Guarded by Colping. Gets it up top to Hornbuckle for 3. In and out. Offensive rebound. Robinson is put back up and in. Royals up by 13, 47 seconds left in the third. Other end, Colping, right corner for the Spartans, guarded by Majak. To Archbold, top of the key. Dribbles in on Busia. Simmons now left corner. 35 seconds left in the third. Spartans down by 13. Colping on the right wing. Passes to Archbold, right corner. Takes the screen from Goody. Dribbles around out to the Spartan logo. 25 seconds left in the third. Homestead down 44-31. Homestead looking to avoid going 0-3 against Indy teams in the regular season. It's looking pretty likely as they trail by 13. 13 seconds left in the third. Archbold hands it off to Goody, and he's fouled by Hornbuckle at midcourt. 10.7 seconds left in the third. Spartans up or down 44-31. Archbold to inbound left side for the Spartans. Looking to cut into this HSE lead before the end of the third quarter. Archbold left side to inbound. Gets into Simmons in the backcourt. 10.7 seconds left in the third. Simmons dribbles across half court with 5 seconds left in the third. 4 seconds. Simmons, top of the key, drives in. Mid-range jumper up, rims around, doesn't fall. Majak pulls down the board. And at the end of 3 quarters, your score is HSE 44, Homestead 31.
I mean, Homestead, they're still trying to push the effort, trying to make this one close, but there isn't much that they can do against a really tough Southeastern squad. I mean, Mabor Majak, he's just getting in so much work inside the paint, drawing plenty of fouls, and he's actually making his free throws despite him being a 50% shooter at the stripe. I mean, he's having a great game right now with almost 15, and there just isn't much Homestead can do to stop him as he's getting just almost every second chance rebound, and Homestead's defense just having a lot of trouble stopping the Royals, and there isn't much they can do to get this one into their hands as we enter the 4th quarter.
Little score update. In the first ever XFL game this decade, the Seattle Dragons up 6-3 on the DC Defenders with 4:25 left in the first. We know DC Defenders, they had a lot of preseason hype with Cardale Jones at quarterback. But we know the Dragons, a strong following. It's going to be interesting to see what they're able to do this year.
Yeah, it is. I mean, they have a very interesting player that I liked from Navy. He was a QB, but now he's a wide receiver. It's kind of odd to see him. He had to not go to the NFL due to military service. I'm all about the Battlehawks, though.
Yes.
I want St. Louis to win it. They have been missing a football team since the Rams betrayed them. It's time for the Battlehawks to take over the Midwest.
This is Battlehawks country here in Fort Wayne. Glad to see you're on the right side of history. Homestead ball to start the 4th quarter, down 44-31, 8 minutes to go. Archbold in the backcourt. Screen from Kolping, dribbles into the right elbow, backs out to the wing. Between the rings, handoff to Rodenbush. Puts it between his legs, dribbles right side now. Kolping up top. Over to Goody, left wing, pump fakes. Drives in on Jacobs, steps back. Out to Simmons. Goody still scoreless this half with 12 points. Kolping now driving baseline on Majak. Out to Simmons at the logo, 7:30 left in the 4th. Homestead down by 13. Goody right wing. Steps back on Robinson, out to Rodenbush right wing. Dribbles in. Kolping left baseline 2. Rims around, doesn't fall. Rebound pulled down by Hornbuckle. Royals pushing other end. Lobs to McCall, right baseline. Pass out to Robinson, deflected out of bounds by Kolping. It'll stay with the Royals, 7:14 left in the 4th. HSE up 44-31.
Homestead refusing to give up in this one. Their defense still relentless, and their offense still trying to get some shots up, just not landing right now.
McCall lobs it into Majak. Back out to McCall for 3. Off the front of the rim. No. Simmons pulled down the rebound for the Spartans. They have it down 13, 7:05 left in the 4th. Goody at the logo for Homestead. Screen up top for Kolping. Goody still scoreless this half. Draws the double. He's trapped. Out to Simmons now. Right corner. Archbold for 3. Off the left side of the rim, too strong, knocked out of bounds by Rodenbush. And it'll stay with Hamilton Southeastern, 6:50 left in the 4th. Royals up 44-31. Royals ball. Hornbuckle to take it up the court. With it right side. Right wing, Jacobs, screen from McCall, top of the key, over to Hornbuckle, left wing. Guarded by Archbold, top of the key. Jacobs drives in on Rodenbush, gets his shot blocked in the paint. Homestead with it, Goody with it. 6:30 left in the 4th, Homestead down by 13. Goody left side at the free throw line, out to Rodenbush, pump fakes, dribbles, handoff to Goody, deep 3. Off the front of the rim, no. Majak pulls down the board. Royals with it, 6:15 left in the 4th, up by 13. McCall between the circles. Hornbuckle at the logo. Guarded by Archbold. Over to McCall now, left wing. Lobs inside to Majak, and he's fouled underneath the basket. Mabor Majak, a big presence in this game, 14 points. 5:59 left in the 4th, Homestead down 44-31. Grinsfelder back into the game for Homestead. Grinsfelder to the bench, or Archbold to the bench. Grinsfelder with 4 fouls on the game. That's kept him out of the lineup for a lot of this one. Inbound goes to Hornbuckle, posting up. Rodenbush, shot up and 1. Cole Hornbuckle with the basket and the harm. He has 10. And HSC up 46-31 now, 5:55 left in the 4th. Royals starting to pull away. Homestead unable to get anything going from the field. One free throw for Hornbuckle, short. Rebound somehow goes to McCall for the Royals. Inside Jacobs, out to Majak, top of the key three. Are you serious? Mabor Majak, a season high 17, his first three of the year. And Hamilton Southeastern up 49-31, 5:40 left in the fourth. Other end, Grinselder inside, puts it up and in through contact. Alec Grinselder with 8. And a timeout called by Hamilton Southeastern as they lead 49-33 with 5:36 left in the fourth. And a bench warning assessed to Homestead. How about that? Mabor Majak, no hesitation, steps up and knocks down the three.
Looks like Manute Ball's 6 3-pointer game. First time in with the Bullets. I mean, that was a great three-pointer. He shot 0 for 2 beyond the arc this season. Make it 1 for 3. He's one of the highest three-point percentage shooters on this squad now. I mean, what a game from Majak. Definitely a season high coming up for the tall center. In a game he certainly won't forget. A huge road performance from the tall man.
5:36 left in the fourth. Royals up 49-33. It'll be their ball out of the timeout. Homestead on the way to dropping a third straight game and falling to 11-7. Obviously a lot of injuries, but the season not going the way they hoped.
Yeah, I mean, they've just had a really tough season. One of the toughest ones that Coach Johnson has overseen. It just seems like a rebuilding phase right now after a really tough couple losses to injuries, and they're just hoping that once playoffs come around, they are a refreshed team with their entire starting lineup out there so that they can do some damage.
Homestead does play in one of the weaker sectionals in the state. The main competition will probably come from New Haven. So hopefully if they're healthy, they're able to get in a bit of a rhythm. Royals ball, 5:30 left in the fourth. Jacobs passes to McCall, top of the key, Hornbuckle left side. Majak out of the game, Retzner now in. Jacobs between the circles, picks up his dribble. Gets it over to Robinson. Jacobs back to Robinson, right wing, thought about it. Inside McCall in the paint, out to Jacobs for three. Bang! Sam Jacobs from downtown, dialed in, puts HSE's lead up to 19, the most it's been this game. 5:05 left in the fourth. Homestead ball now. Goody gets the screen from Simmons. Passes back to him. Rodenbush now. Right side over to Grinsfelder, right wing. Driving baseline underneath the basket, puts it up. No, but a foul. Alec Grinsfelder will head to the line for 2 free throws. He's been an impactful player when he's been out there. 8 points, but 4 fouls.
I mean, he's been an impactful player all season long, but today he has been one of the higher scorers for this Homestead team, really helping it to stay close. He's doing some work.
Grinsfelder's first free throw good. He has 9. Andrew Leeper into the game for Homestead. Caleb Kolping checks out. 4:52 left in the fourth. Spartans down 52-34. HSE has dominated this one start to finish. Grinsfelder's second free throw rims out. Royals with it. Hornbuckle up the court now. Across the timeline, right side on the right wing, guarded by Grinsfelder. Spins around him, takes it into the paint. Wild layup, no. Grinsfelder pulls down the board. Homestead other end. 4:38 left in the fourth, down 18. Goody finds a cutting Leeper, and he's fouled on the layup. Andrew Leeper will head to the line for 2 free throws, just 1 point on the game for him. It came at the line, 4:34 left in the fourth. Andrew Leeper at the line for 2 free throws. For the Spartans, the sophomore, 6.2 points per game. First free throw. That one's good. Homestead cuts the Royals lead to 17 as 52-35. HSE 4:34 left in the fourth.
So far, this has been a rare low-scoring game from Andrew Leeper. He's been on a stretch of high-scoring double-digit games. Right now, just a tough one for him.
Second free throw from Leeper. It's good. Homestead cuts the lead to 16 as 52-36, 4:34 in the fourth. Homestead pressing now. Hornbuckle in the backcourt, guarded by Grinsfelder. Puts it behind his back, still in the backcourt, gets it across now. Over to McCall, left wing. Busia dribbling now, top of the key, steps back at the logo. 4:15 left in the fourth, 52-36 Royals advantage. Pass inside to Retzner. His shot is swatted away by Goody. Homestead gets it back, 4:08 left in the fourth. Down 16, Goody, top of the key for the Spartans, spins around, floater in the paint, off the rim, and in. Luke Goody, 14 points now. His first basket of the second half. Homestead cuts the lead to 14. 3:55 left in the fourth. Busia left side guarded by Simmons. 3:50 in the fourth quarter to go. Royals on the verge of winning their 9th straight game. Left corner, Jacobs gets the screen from McCall. Stolen away by Goody, picked his pocket, other end. Goody on the right wing, crosses over Jacobs, steps back a deep two. Off the front of the rim, Hornbuckle with the rebound, pushing other end for the Royals. Finds a cutting Jacobs layup, up and in. Beautiful fast break, and HSE up by 16. Other end, Leaper under the basket, and one. Great find from Rodenbush to find Leaper down low. And he'll head to the line for a free throw. Homestead down 54 to 43-24 left in the fourth. Mabor back into the game for Dalton and Retzner. DeAndre Rhodes back in for John McCall. And Jake Archbold checks in for Homestead. Patrick Rodenbush to the bench. 3:24 left in the fourth. Homestead down 54 to 41 free throw coming for Andrew Leaper. It's up and in. Homestead cuts the lead to 13. Trail by as much as 19. Busia in the backcourt guarded by Simmons. 3:20 left in the fourth. A little Grayson Allen move with the head flail there. Rhodes inside Jacobs. Majak posting up Grinsfelder. His pass out, deflected, gets it back. Majak lobs it to Rhodes. Left baseline, Busia. Now with it, 3 minutes left in the fourth. Homestead down 54-41. Top of the key, gets the screen from Majak. Passes back to him, free throw line. Takes a jumper and sinks it. Mabor Majak. There he is, 19 points. Homestead down by 15. It's 56-41, 2:40 left in the fourth. Simmons across half court now, top of the key, gets a screen from Goody. Drives to the basket, Simmons, wild layup, can't finish. Rebound pulled down by Rhodes, loses it. And Leaper comes down with it, other end for the Spartans. 2:27 left in the fourth, down by 15. Leaper spins around Jacobs into the paint, dishes to Grinsfelder. He kind of dunks it. It rims around, but eventually goes down. Homestead down 56-43, 2:15 left in the fourth. Royals ball in the backcourt. Busia guarded by Grinsfelder. An intentional foul, and Grinsfelder just fouled out of the ball game.
Yeah, that's a tough loss as Homestead's trying to come back into this one. It seems almost too late now for Homestead. Now that they have lost a really powerful player out of Grinsfelder, I mean, I'd expect that Homestead's going to go a little slower on their comeback effort.
Harmon checks in for Alec Grinsfelder. Royals ball, 2:09 left in the fourth. Spartans down 56-43. Inbound goes to Busia in the backcourt, guarded by Simmons. Takes it across the timeline now, left side, spins around at the volleyball logo, or stripe. Gets the screen from Majak. Up top, Rhodes, guarded by Goody. Pivots, dribbles left side, hands it off to Hornbuckle. Left wing gets it down low to Rhodes, out to Majak, top of the key. I think the fans wanted him to take a three. Instead, he'll just hand it off to Busia. Jacobs right wing, 1:40 left in the fourth. Spartans down 56-43. Simmons intentionally fouls Busia. He'll head to the line for a 1-and-1. Vinny Busia, 73% free throw shooter on the year. Just 8 points on the game, leads the team with 12.1 points per game.
Yeah, he's gotten most of his points from the three-point arc. Not really much of a free throw shooter. He's only attempted 64 on the season. However, I mean, he is a great free throw shooter. He should be able to make these.
1-and-1, 1:38 left in the fourth. Homestead down 57-43 after Busia hits the first free throw. He has 9 points now. Spartans down by 14, 1:38 left in the fourth. Second free throw from Busia, nothing but nylon. He has 10 points and a timeout by HSE, 58-43. Royals out in front. Homestead probably going to fall to 11-7, 1:38 left in the fourth.
Yeah, the tough stretch continues for Homestead. This will be their third straight loss right now if they do go on to lose this game. They've learned a lot from this stretch, though. They've had a lot of turnovers in their games so far during this losing stretch. I mean, Luke Goody, he's really had some tough shooting nights, especially against Northrop, and tonight he just hasn't found much open space to take his shots, and when he is able to shoot it, a lot of contested ones he's having to put up. It's just been a tough stretch so far for the Homestead offense, and usually what is resulting in these tough affairs for Homestead.
Little score update. Dragons still up 6-3 at the start of the second quarter. Going to keep a close eye on that. It'll be big to see who wins the first ever second XFL opener.
It's not the real XFL opener. The real one was with Vince McMahon screaming, "This is the XFL." That's how you open a game.
That is how you open a game.
Or you open it with just tossing the ball, and whoever gets it gets to kick it off.
Yeah, have a scrum for it at midcourt. Substitutions. Nope. Homestead ball. 1:35 left in the fourth, down 58-43. Simmons left side pivots and a travel called. And it'll go to the Royals with 1:32 left in the fourth. Hamilton Southeastern are going to win this one. It's 58-43 right now. Jacobs to inbound. For Hamilton Southeastern. Gets it to Rhodes in the backcourt. And an intentional foul from Goody. And it'll send DeAndre Rhodes to the line for a 1-and-1, 16-22 on the year from the charity stripe. Still scoreless in this one the team's fourth leading scorer. 1:30 left in the fourth. Homestead down 58-43. Unlikely that they will come back in this one, if I had to guess. 1-and-1 for Rhodes. Rims out, no good. Goody can't grab it. Leaper eventually comes away with it for the Spartans. 1:25 left in the fourth. Homestead down 15. Archbold takes it to the rim. Out to Simmons, right wing three. No good. Tipped out. Rhodes comes away with it. 1:15 left in the fourth. Majak at the left elbow out to Busia. 1:10 left in the fourth. Homestead down 58-43. Royals with the ball. Busia just dribbling it. 1:02 left. Simmons guarding him. Busia, free throw line. Out to Hornbuckle, right side, 55 seconds. HSC not looking for a shot. Busia with it, 50 seconds left. Over to Hornbuckle now, right wing, takes it into the paint. Dribbles out to the left wing, now over to Jacobs. He's trapped, gets it to Busia. He'll dribble around right side, 38 seconds left. Homestead down 58-43. Busia drives in. Out to Hornbuckle, Rhodes, left corner. Draws a trap. Now over to Busia. Out to Jacobs, back to Busia. 25 seconds left in the fourth. And a foul on Luke Goody will send Busia to the line for a 1-and-1. 22 seconds left in the fourth. Spartans down 58-43. Homestead just hasn't had it on the offensive end this game. And it's been all HSC pretty much from start to finish.
Really has. The shooting has just been off for Homestead, and Hamilton Southeastern has been taking advantage of that all night long, especially Majak having a career game right now. Just been a solid offensive game.
1-and-1, good for Busia. 11 points on the game for him. HSC up 59-43, 22 seconds left in the fourth. Second free throw coming for Busia. This one in and out. Goody the rebound for the Spartans. 20 seconds left in the fourth. Homestead down by 16. Goody left side, 15 seconds left. Over to Archbold, Leaper left wing. Pump fake, Simmons left corner three. No good. Busia the rebound, 5 seconds left in the fourth. And Majak will dribble out the clock. Hamilton Southeastern holds on to win. 59-43 over Homestead. The Spartans suffer a loss to a very good team. Homestead still shorthanded. They just don't have it right now.
Yeah, I mean, the shooting's just off without stars Zach Kruger. I mean, they just haven't been able to make as many baskets as they had wished to. Just everything was contested, and a lot of air balls, a lot of sloppy turnovers, just trying to find anybody even a little bit open. It's just been a tough little stretch here for the Spartans as they go on to their third straight loss. Hamilton Southeastern, I mean, they looked like the better team throughout that entire game. They just did not get gassed at all. They barely fouled it with nobody in foul trouble. The highest they had were 2 fouls. They had 4 players reach that. There were just no problems for this Hamilton Southeastern team. They even kept it below double-digit turnovers, so everything went right for them, and barely anything went right for the Spartans.
Final score, HSC 59-43. Who'd you call your player of the game?
Well, I would call Majak. my player of the game. Definitely a career one for him. A nice little three for the tall 7'2" center. I mean, he was just playing lights out, just getting plenty of rebounds, plenty of inside the paint baskets, and he went to the stripe plenty of times, and despite being a 50% shooter on the line, he made a lot of them. I mean, he only missed about 2 of them. He had a great game, and he'll definitely will not forget this one.
HSE wins 59-43, scoring summary. Mabor Majak led the Royals with 19 points. Vinny Bucia had 11. Cole Hornbuckle with 10. John McCall had 7. Sam Jacobs 8. And Elliot Robinson, Dalton Retzner, each with 2. For the Spartans, they were led by Luke Goody's 14, Prince Elder 11, Leaper 6, Simmons 4, Archbold 5, and Roddenbush with 3 points. And we hope that you join us later tonight as Matt, Sal, Frank, and Braden will bring you coverage of the Homestead Lady Spartans sectional championship against Southside. Tip-off scheduled for 7:30. We want to give a quick thanks to some of our sponsors, including Casa Restaurante, Moe's Southwest Grill, Arby's at Coventry, Salsa Grill, and Marco's Pizza at Illinois and Scott Road. We also want to give a very special thanks to Andy Dunn back in the studio for pushing the right buttons, along with on-site producer Adam Schenkel for taking care of the arena technology. Once again, your final score is Homestead 43, HSE 59. For Braden Carroll, I'm Donnie Harmon. Thank you for listening to another presentation of Homestead Spartan Basketball on the Point 91 FM. We will see you tonight.